the pay-per-view model is just not working anymore for the UFC. I mean, like, they need to change this. The pay-per-view numbers have been awful in the last 2 years. I know that UFC 257 and UFC 264 were great events and did a shit ton of numbers, but that's just because of one man, and that's Conor McGregor. And when he's not going to be around, the pay-per-view numbers are going to be shite year after year after year, and they should change to a subscription model. That's just the easy way, because nobody is going to, it's just upping the price. It's just the worst idea, because all you're doing is just bleed in the hardcore fans' pockets, and who deserves that? No one does. I mean, like, what do you expect? $85. It's such an expensive sport to watch the UFC, and that's why people pirate it. It is the easy way out. I mean, like, the UFC needs to change this. I have not heard that one of the UFC events did over 500,000 last year. I haven't heard it, and I don't think it happened, to be honest. UFC 281, 280, and 272, I think. No, 271 were great events, and may have done 500k, but I'm not sure. I mean, they didn't release the numbers, and it's a big reason why they didn't release the numbers, because they were trash. And the reason they're trash is because they're just not stacked. They are just not stacked. That is the one thing. I mean, like, the main card on UFC 284, except for the two big fights, it's awful. They are awful. Nobody would pay a penny for that. I mean, like, what are you doing to people? Like, what is it? I cannot name you the three last fights on that card. And why are we stacking up like San Antonio this bad when you can get these sort of fights on UFC 285, 284, 283 even, you know, like, we need better fights. I mean, like, the main event of UFC 283 would have been Figueiredo versus Brandon Moreno if it wasn't a draw at UFC 282. Everyone knows that. That was just a bit of luck on the UFC part, because, like, now they got a much better event there. But that was not the plan. Everyone knows it. Even the UFC knows it. You know, they it is so bad, and they really need to change this to a subscription model or a more friendly model to get there, because that is one of the reasons that the UFC are not taking the next step to be like a soccer or NBA. You know, like, it's because it is so goddamn expensive to watch. What, pay-per-view's $80 a year, 12 times that. I mean, like, it's gonna cost you $1,000 at least to watch the UFC, and then you gotta have Fight Pass and all of this crap. It is so hard to watch the UFC, and they need to change this, because I know they can get away with having like Conor McGregor as a main event and everyone buys it because he is bigger than the sport. He is. But when he is going to be away, because he has one or two more fights, depends on if he wins against Michael Chandler or not. I don't know how many fights he has left, but when the Conor Mania era is over, either they're going to get a new massive star that does the same thing, or they need to change it, because I think they should change it, because if you change it to a subscription model where you get everything involved, you know, get every single fight, you can just go and scroll, you get all good interviews and all of this crap, a lot of people would just not pirate it and then just, you know, subscribe instead. Make it like, I don't know, $50 a month, and then you get everything. A lot more people would subscribe, and it's more a sustainable model to do this, in my opinion. I might be wrong, but like, the UFC's gone downhill, so this is just like what I think they should do, because it needs to be changed. It does, really does, because why are they gonna keep just upping the pay-per-view price and just hurting the hardcores? Because the hardcores are the people that watch all your shitty Fight Night cards, your Mackenzie Dern versus Yao Zhongnan, all of this bullshit and crap, and they are the people that just gives the UFC livelihood. Why should you hurt them? You shouldn't. Change the whole thing around. That is my personal opinion. I'm glad to be back on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Peace.